So I'm going to give the mic to the next group. 2 minutes, please. Group 4.
Do you want to speak first?
I think you should go first.
Okay. We've deliberated on a few things. Oh, sorry. We've deliberated on a few things. We will say specifically, one has to look at how the legal dimension to the issues at hand. But what we first need to identify before we begin to see whether we can bring this into law is what are the problems? We never ever here bring out the problem out in the open for law to know where it can address the problems. We were going about the problems from some children were fighting on the street, and that's all. But we came to the conclusion that it is not that there is no law to manage the situation, but the problem we have in our community is whether we are educated enough as we parents to be able to bring our children up in such a way that they will know what applies in the community they live. We live in the same house, we drink Africa, we eat Africa, we sleep Africa, we talk Africa, but as soon as those children steps out of that house, they are Irish. Have we gone to the community to learn and then be able to apply that to those children in the home, so, because they are not living in Africa? That said, then we look at it. You see the guys here, the social workers, we have few social workers from Africa, although the percentage, as was said, very minimal. But that is as a result of the fact that we are just coming up. If we have these children groomed, educated enough, some of them will take up this position. But we have looked at it, the first agent or our interaction with the state is not with the law itself, it's the people who administer the laws, which are the guards, the social workers, and the schools. When you look at yourself as parents, what are you teaching your children? What education are you bringing to them to interact with the law in terms of meeting the guards, in terms of meeting the teachers, in terms of meeting the social workers, if you are unfortunate that they have to visit your house? I said to people, and we said it here, social workers, let's be factual with it. They don't set out to go and take children. There is a proverb in Yoruba that if the wall did not break, lizard will not get into it. But we can say that in most cases, they are not grounded in our culture. But are we expecting them to change our culture for us? We are here. We should learn how to integrate and bring ourselves into the mainstream. The law is there to help. We have the Children's Act. They won't change the Children's Act for us alone because we want it to be African. No. We have the Criminal Justice Theft and Fraud Act. How many of our 17, one of us was saying in the group that his son, 17 years old, was touted by others to bring his bank account, which is very common. There are two things that are common for youths here, which from the law point of view we're going to tell you. Our children are being groomed to go and open accounts, and then some people will lodge money into their accounts, and these children will be arrested, and they begin to incur criminal record. That when they have that, you know what? Your son, your daughter may not be able to study law here, may not become an accountant, and if he wants to go into some other trade or profession, and the database is checked and is discovered to have this record, that child is doomed. His potential, he may not be able to reach the maximum level that is expected. That's one. When we talk about we Africans, we said that the laws are there. Did we learn the law ourselves? Look at the Citizen Information Bureau. Just Google it yourself. Go to them. They will teach you so many things. Even online, you will learn so many things. We need to do that so that we can help our children grow. We are pace setters, but if we don't leave the floor well, if we don't leave the stage well, we probably hope that we're not going to regret being the pace setters in